day 18 of our 90-day challenge. And today's topic is the power of visualization. And I have decided to do a video to discuss or to share about the power of visualization, because visualization is so powerful. It has brought me where I am right now in life, okay? It's just amazing if you can see yourself doing something. Okay, if you can see it, I'll have to go back to the Bible because that is my basis for everything. When God was talking to Abraham, he said, if you can see it, then you will have it. If you can see it, visual, if you can visualize the thing, you can have it. When he was talking to Abraham and saying, just look at how after he departed, or he separated from his from Lot, and then he said, Abraham, just cast your eyes and look at the field, how wide. Look at that, look at the field, just visualize it. As far as your eyes can see, I have given it to you. Okay, that is the word of God that came to Abraham. And that is something that I hold on to. Like you already know, I love God. I love the word of God. That is my basis for doing everything, because that is a foundation that I know when I stand on, it's a firm foundation and I can build on. So I've been using this, not just this one, but I will share a few others as well. So first of all, visualization is a powerful tool that or technique that if we would use it, especially Christians, because there's a lot of visualization um uh events in the Bible that God told people, or even people themselves did something. And I'll give you examples. So the first example I shared is Abraham, when God told him to visualize, just cast his eye and look at the field, and that's as far as he can see. So I want to ask you, how far can you see when you look around? How far do you see yourself in life? How far do you think you can go in life? My Bible says, if I can see it, I can have it. Okay, that's where entrepreneurs got this from, to have a vision board. Okay, because Bible says that the vision is for an appointed time. Write it down, though it tarries, hey, it will not delay. Write it down, it would come to pass. So we have vision board. This business, we talk about mindset, we talk about the visualization, we talk about so many things that I was blown away. The things I knew in the Bible, in theory, that people were practicing in practice. They were practicing in reality and they were seeing results. Yet, I was holding on to all these things in my head. And so I also started doing what? Writing. I started writing, visualizing things, okay? But in fact, before I even knew that this thing was a vision board, or it was visualizing, like I said, I wasn't writing it down like a vision board. I had it in my mind. I could see it in my mind. And when I say I can see it in my mind, it's not about what my physical eyes can see. It's not about visualization. It's not just about seeing with your physical eyes. Because if Abraham could have looked at himself, he would not have believed what God told him. When God came to Abraham and said, look, visualization again, okay? Look at the sky. See how much the stars are. Can you count them? God was asking Abraham if he could count the stars. That is how many his children were going to be. My friend, at that time, Abraham did not have any child, not even one. But God told him that, hey, if you can see, if you can count, can you see the stars? How many? That is how many your children are going to be. Abraham took this on board and believed the word of God. That is why we say he was what? The friend of God. Because by faith, okay, he became a righteous person by faith. Anyway, that is another part of what. Now I've said two things about Abraham. God telling him to cast his eyes out and see as far as he can see is his. Visualization. Second one, looking up to heaven and counting the stars, as many as they are. That is how his children are going to be. Visualization. Thirdly, we talk about Jacob. When Jacob ran from his brother Esau and went to live with his uncle Laban, Jacob saw that his brother Laban was cheating him. Okay, first of all with his wife. Okay, swapping the wife after how the years of hard work working for that particular wife, Rachel, and he was swapped for Leah. That was something that he thought that if he did, in fact, his wages were also swapped so many times. And it came to a point that Joseph got a dream or got a word. He got something that he should do. And he took the branch of a tree and cut the stems in like patterns. Okay, so patterns. So there's a stem, and then there's there's a cut. So the wood or the sap, where the sap is. That so Joseph, not Joseph, Jacob. So Jacob did that for the animals. So I got cut off there. So if it's changed, that's why. Anyway, so that was visualization, that even the animals, as they drank the water, or as they came there and they visualized, as they saw that branch that Jacob had put in the trophies, or in the troughs, not trophies. As they visualized it, or as they saw it, that image they saw created, this is so powerful. Okay, the image that the animals, not human beings, the image that the animals were seeing, created in their mind, imprinted in their DNA, imprinted in their makeup, that when they conceived, okay, the offspring, what they gave birth to was what they were visualizing. Help me there. What the animals gave birth to was what they were visualizing. The animals gave birth to their young ones, or their offspring became striped. Okay, Laban did not know about this thing, about visualization that was going on, but all he knew was that the animals were increasing, and his animals, or the color, was what his section, his part of the deal was going down. Yet with visualization, Jacob, who had nothing, who ran away from home with nothing, is now having abundance of animals and flocks like lots. He became so rich that Laban and his family began to hate him. And that was when he planned to run away, because of hatred. But what I'm trying to say here, in line with today's topic, is the power of visualization. There is more in the Bible, but I'm not preaching, but I just wanted to lay the foundation that visualization is a strong and a powerful weapon, or powerful tool, that if we can use it, it will be able to help us. God let anyone that God came to, that he wanted to do something great for them, he let them first visualize. He let them see themselves there. So if you can see yourself there, if you can see if you're a single person, you can see yourself married, you will get married. Okay, if you are barren, you're looking for the fruit of the womb, and you can see yourself holding a child, it will happen. That is what we have. Okay, if I can see it, I can have it. I see myself growing in this business, so I can have it. I visualize myself from day one. When I saw people's ranks and the way they were celebrating, from day one, I see myself, my next rank, and I'm doing it. It's all visualization. Becoming a nurse, I visualized it. I visualized myself as a nurse, and I became a nurse. How did that happen? So as a young child, or when growing up, my dad works with the airline. Okay, so we used to get tickets to go overseas. We used to travel to London when we were on holidays. We go to London. When I say we, me and my brothers. And one time I went to London. That was after my secondary school, and I went there. And I actually went there to volunteer. So through the visit, I just extended it to become a volunteer, and volunteer just to see, scan and see what's going on and where I can fit, what I can do. So I gave my time, and I also knew that the volunteering would help with my CV. Later on to look for work or something else. Anyway, so I volunteered. And the volunteering, I was with a student in university, so I was helping a disabled student, university student. So I will go with her, take her notes, help her with different things. And one day she was ill. Okay, she was sick, so she was admitted at the hospital. um, and when I went to the hospital, oh my God, I just sat there watching the nurses. Okay, in fact, I, I was just watching the nurses go back and forth, because I was like, wow, wow. Okay, I was just wowed by them, especially when I saw the African nurses. And I'm like, wow, African nurse in London hospital. Look how beautiful it is. I see myself here. I see myself here. One day I'm going to be wearing that uniform and I'm going to be nursing in a hospital like this. I visualized it and I kept it in my memory and I worked towards it. I prayed towards it and I worked towards it. And this is how it started. Another one, I was with this disabled girl in the university. When we go to the university, because remember, I had just finished my secondary school. I wasn't in uni. I had not gone to uni before. I was finished my secondary school, waiting to go to uni, and I traveled. So when I went there, and they were in big lecture halls, and I saw all the young, students, and I was like, wow, I see myself seated on that seat one day. I see myself there as a student in the UK. I see myself. I visualize myself in their seats when I was doing the volunteer work. And lo and behold, it came to pass. The way it came to pass, I always share this testimony as a living testimony. Wherever I go, wherever I stand, I will share it, because it's an amazing testimony how God did it. And so I visualized myself as a student in London, and I became that student in London. I entered university, I did my nursing degree, and I visualized myself, okay, as a nurse, and I became the nurse. I visualized myself being in Australia, enjoying the nice weather, and here I am in Australia. I don't want to make this video so long, because Rebecca can really go on and on and on. So there is power in visualization. Whatever you are struggling with, I encourage you to visualize yourself. Visualize the good things. Visualize yourself in the results that you are looking for. In fact, draw a picture. Have a vision board. Put yourself in it. That house we live in, I visualized it. I saw it. I cut it off. I put it on the vision board. I prayed. I said, this one is ours. And today is ours. I see myself in the next rank. I am 4A. My first account, I am 3A, 3 different accounts. Our business gives us the opportunity to have 6 different accounts. So they are all stacked together. We call them stack accounts. So that when you earn, you make just one sale. And it's just what the sale is put under the last one, and the money just runs up all your ranks. That is how we earn big time in this business. You have what? Franchises linked together, and one sale alone, you earn throughout all your accounts. So I see myself getting to the 5th and the 6th rank and expanding my business. If you're still there and been watching us all this while, we are building and you are watching. Take a step of faith. See yourself. People are making 5-figure income in 3 months, few months of starting this business. Everyone's journey is different. How would you know what your journey is going to be? See yourself there and you will have it. I will end it here until I come your way again tomorrow with day 19. Have a wonderful day. Keep visualizing.